So this is going to be another movie review. This one called The King in New York, 1957. Giving it 1 out of 5 stars. I hated this flick. Now I know where Jean-Luc Godard got his stupid ideas. Charlie Chaplin was a communist. He escaped the United States to Great Britain. This was his last film. He was fleeing the House Un-American Activities Committee. Terrible movie. It wasn't even funny. The movie poster says, "The King of Comedians, Charles Chaplin, in his latest and most hilarious film, A King in New York." I didn't laugh a single time in this movie. It was awful. It was painful to watch. And it was 120 minutes long. This was hard to watch. My eyes kept wandering to Mid-South Wrestling. Okay. A King in New York is a 1957 British comedy film directed by and starring Charlie Chaplin in his last leading role, which co-stars, among others, his young son Michael, his 10-year-old son. The film presents a satirical view of the McCarthy communist hunt era and certain other aspects of United States politics and society. The film, which was produced in Europe after Chaplin's exile from the U.S. in 1952, did not open in the United States until 1972. For this reason, the movie was presented on the island of Ischia in Italy. One of the minor annoyances in modern life is revolution. Let me check on my food. I'll be right back. Good thing I checked. Yeah. I had the lid on the pot. Would have boiled over if I hadn't checked it. All right. Disposed by revolution in his home country of Estovia, King Igor Shadov, Charlie Chaplin, comes to New York City almost broke. His securities haven't been stolen by his own prime minister. He tries to contact the Atomic Energy Commission with his ideas for using atomic power to create a utopia. At a dinner party, some of which is televised live unbeknownst to him, Shadov reveals he has had some experience in the theater. He's approached to do TV commercials, but does not like the idea. Later, he does make a few commercials in order to get some money. He's promoting whiskey or something. Invited to speak at a progressive school. I guess it's sort of like a Sudbury school. The progressive school actually looked like a cool place to send a kid. Anyway, Shadov meets Rupert Maccabee, Michael Chaplin, a 10-year-old historian and editor of school paper who doesn't want to disclose his political affinity due to fear of McCarthyism. He's a communist. He's reading Karl Marx. Why would anybody want to read that garbage? Like I said, Karl Marx and that other writer that I just trashed in my last video, my second last video. John Steinbeck. Karl Marx and John Steinbeck are the most overrated authors of all time. Shadoff meets Rupert Maccabee. Maccabee proceeds to give Shadoff a stern Marxist lecture. Bunch of contradictory nonsense is what it was. Although Rupert himself says he distrusts all forms of government, which doesn't make sense because he's a communist. His parents are communists who are jailed for not giving up names at the Joseph McCarthy type hearing. Because young Rupert had spent time with them, Shadoff is suspected of being communist himself and has to face one of the hearings. He's cleared of all charges, but not before a scene in which Shadoff accidentally directs a strong stream of water from a fire hose at the members of the House Committee on Un-American Activity Committees, HUAC, who scatter in panic. He decides to join his estranged queen in Paris for a reconciliation. In the meantime, the authorities force the child to reveal the names of his parents' friends in exchange for his parents' freedom. Grieving and guilt-ridden, Rupert is presented to King Shadoff as a patriot. And that's pretty much the movie right there. What a sorry excuse for a movie. The film did well in Europe, but its lack of U.S. distribution severely hampered its commercial impact. The film divides opinion over its merits. Variety called it a tepid disappointment and a half-hearted comedy with sour political undertones and with some spasmodically funny scenes. The film ranked first on Cahiers du Cinema's Top 10 Films of the Year list in 1957. The film has a fresh rating of 80% on the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes based on 10 reviews. Chaplin biographer Jeffrey Vance, writing in 2003, believes The King of New York to be an important film within Chaplin's body of work. He concludes his lengthy examination of the film with a statement: although A King in New York targets the social and political climate of the 1950s, its satiric commentary is timeless despite its flaws. The film remains a fascinating study of life in America through the eyes of its most famous exile. Charlie Chaplin was never a U.S. citizen. The film was eventually released in the United States in March 1972, opening at the Little Art Theater in Yellow Springs, Ohio. It was then shown at UCLA in November 1973 and then opened at Playboy Theater in New York on December 19th, 1973. I hated all the stupid attacks on crash commercialism. It reminded me of watching some stupid Jean-Luc Godard movie. It gets a very high 7.0 out of 10 on IMDb, 8,300 ratings. Matt Rambo Raff for Life is streaming live right now. I bet you have more uploads. How many uploads do I have? Since he told me to get my own damn channel. How many uploads do I have? It's got to be over 3,000. Sunday night stream. So I am going head to head with Rambo Raff for Life. Karate Man's in the chat room, so we know what channel he's watching. It's not Rambo Raff for Life, unless he's got two screens up. Never know. He might be multitasking here. All right. Well, I'm going to watch Genevieve Lives. Then I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to do 3 videos reviews today. Pick up the pace a little bit. I've been slow to do movie reviews because I'm waiting for my Netflix envelopes. Yeah, he is rude and obnoxious. I tend to agree with that. His videos kind of pass him off as a whiny person. He whines a lot, especially in his in his Total Recall, the remake review. He really whines a lot about stupid stuff, irrelevant things. I mean, come on, dude, give me a break. You don't like the production company's title because it's called Original Films or something. How can you call yourself Original Films if it's a remake? Yeah, yeah. He started going off on me in the comments section of the Total Recall remake movie, and so I pretty much ignored him after that, and I think he ignored me also. I've got 3,044 YouTube videos. How many does Rambo Raff for Life have? I'm like the Jess Franco, Godfrey Ho of YouTube. I think it was earlier, like 2007. Yeah, that's when it happened. All right. Well, that's the end of my movie review. I'll finish up dinner for me and my son, do a little Genevieve Lives, and then I'll be back later.